welcome back. You are here with Shaylanae, the Realtor, giving you the real on real estate in Houston, Texas. Anyway, so let's jump right into it. So you're thinking about a home, you have no idea where to start. So as you know, if you watch my other videos, I am super transparent. This video resonates with me so much because as of right now, me and my husband, we're leasing. But when we were trying to look for a home before I even got into real estate, I had no idea where to start. Okay. Like, it was like, what should you do? What should you not do? Like, when are you prepared? How do you know that? And so you go to Google and, Dr. Google tells you a lot. And a lot of it is like, is this real or fake? So I'm going to give you the top four things that I feel like matter and why we're in a better position now to get ready to buy. So the first thing, I would say the first thing is start saving. Y'all, closing costs is real. Okay. Closing costs is usually 3 to 6% of the home loan. So that means that if that house is like 400,000 and I'm recording with my phone, so I really can't use it, but you do the math. 6% of that is the max that you would probably need just to close. Okay. We're not talking about a down payment or any of that because a lot of people give down payment assistance, which is great, but that's not the only thing you need. So you need to start saving now. If you want a $500,000 home, then you need to calculate that and you need to put that money in the bank ASAP. The second thing, start protecting your credit. Now, we've all, credit is a slippery slope. And I could tell you a few stories about what happened to me credit wise, and I wasn't even irresponsible and it took a dip. Like, I transferred all of my debts onto one card and it messed up that card's utilization, 40 points. Okay. Without me knowing, like, I had no idea that that was a thing. So within that, get with a credit advisor if you need to, but start protecting it. The biggest thing credit wise is on time payments. So credit, basically, they want to know how responsible you are. So if you are someone that does not have credit, it does not benefit you. If you do not have debt, it does not benefit you. Like, they're trying to see how responsible you are. So even if, for example, people with no credit, it's bad credit because they can't tell if you're someone who pays their bills on time, if you're someone who will max out a card, if you're someone who will close a card. All of those things matter. So on time payments, if you have credit, and you should. Also, debt utilization. Y'all, that debt utilization is real. Keep it under 30%. I say keep it under 25, which means that, for example, if you have a $2,000 limit on your card, you don't have $2,000. They lied to you. I know it say 2,000 and I know it's tempting, but do not spend that 2,000. And if you do spend 2,000, you need to pay it off before that card reports. Okay, you need to figure out those dates and you need to pay that, because if that hits your credit, it is going to hurt you and tremendously. Okay, so again, for example, $2,000 credit card, you can only spend about $600 on that card. So keep that into perspective before your credit starts hurting you instead of helping you. Also, collections. The law has changed. You used to pay for, delete, which was a great thing, right? You pay it, they take it off. It never happened. Nevermore. Nevermore, y'all. They rarely do that now. The thing is that you want to, if you're advised correctly, you might want to just go ahead and pay that collection. I mean, I know what you're saying. Why would I pay it? It's not coming off my credit, but at least it will report as paid. Because when you get into the intricacies of buying a home, like, they are in your business and they want to know why you did X, Y, and Z, and why didn't you pay this? Why is this late? And you have to have some answers if you want to be approved. Like, this is a transparent process between you and the lender. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, the third thing, can you buy? Like, we've already figured out, we saved the money, we're protecting our credit, but Do you know where you stand? Now, here's the other part of that. Now, of course, you do not want to do a pre approval, right? Because that is a hard credit inquiry. If you're not ready to move in the next couple of months, like I get it. If you're not immediately using your credit, you don't want to do a pre approval, right? Because it may lower your score. But you definitely need to do a pre qualify. And that's just basically the mortgage company, like the lender is just, they're trying to see exactly what you may qualify for. It's like a soft inquiry. Like think about a pre-qualification as when you get in the mail, the credit cards. Like they'll say you're pre-qualified. And then when you apply, it's like, no, we're not giving you that card. Okay. So if you are looking to purchase in the next, let's just say, I would say 12 to 18 months, I would probably do a pre-qualify. I wouldn't do a hard inquiry on my credit. But if you're looking like within, you really want to have a place like within like 6 to 8 months, you probably need to go ahead and do that pre-approval. Just take the hit, figure out exactly what you can afford. Because sometimes we think one thing and it is completely different. And I know Credit Karma has told you, let me lean in. I know Credit Karma has told you you have great credit. I know they have. They tell it to everybody, okay? But that score is not accurate. It is a whole different algorithm of numbers that just fall out of the sky when it comes time for mortgage credit scores. So keep that in mind, okay? So let's jump into the very last step. You need a greatest of all times. You need a realtor who is going to work for you, because there's so much that just goes on, like that people don't talk about, like character letters. Maybe the seller of that home, they want to see who you are character wise on paper. Like that's something that, your realtor has to construct. Deals like negotiations, with earnest money, with option money, like it's a lot. So you need someone who is going to work overtime for you. Think about it. Like you just don't want to go with, I'm going to be blankly honest. You don't want to go with mama's friend that you really don't like, but you go do it because you don't want your mama to be mad at you. If you don't like Miss Brenda, don't hire Miss Brenda. This is a job. Like you would hire me as your realtor. Like that's something serious. Like I'm working for you. So if you don't like that person's work ethic, if they're not returning your phone calls, if it's just hard to get in contact with them, they really don't seem too interested. Like even if other people swear by them, you find someone that you feel comfortable with at the end of the day, because that is the person you'll be working with on a very intimate deal. So anyway, those are my home buying tips. I hope that y'all get ready to buy a home in 2024 because, why not? If you have any questions, just drop it down below. I hope that you have read your Bible and said your prayers, and I hope that you're having an amazing day. Again, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.